Let's go fishing. I'm on a mission. It's so pretty, I'd sure hate to waste this chance. We'll find a shady little spot, not too cool, not too high. Perfect for a little fishing and romance. Oh yes. Nothing so inviting, nothing quite as exciting as a little fishing when they're biting. Let's go fishing. Let's go fishing. I got a pole.
Morning, boys and girls. I started the morning off with about a 14.5, 15-inch one. I got 4 this morning, but I didn't get no kicker this morning. I fished the old timers tournament with the other guys, and Rob won it with, I think he had 14 pounds or 15, I think 14.5 pounds. I had 8.5 pounds, but I didn't get no kicker. I only caught 4 fish, but yeah. Had to really work for him. I mean, had to, break out the old drop shot and go out there and just finesse fish for him, because, they just really wasn't active this morning. But I think some of the guys are catching them out in the grass. I'm not running out in the grass. It's hot, and you go out there and you got about a half-hour bite, and But they had to beat it. See me beating that alligator back. He coming after my fish. I'll tell you, it's not uncommon to go up that river about 5 miles and see 50 alligators. I've never seen like alligators there is this year. Of course, the water's way down. You can see it up off the bank there. And most of them I got was about 14.5, 15 inches long. They averaged about 2 pounds a piece. I got 4. I just kept waiting for that kicker to come, but he didn't come this morning. I could have used that 8.5 pound that I caught yesterday. But yeah, it's a good morning though, just relaxing. And Henry the alligator is a Democrat. I'm telling you right now. All he wants is free food, you know what I mean, and health care. He just keeps swimming around there waiting for free food. Yeah, rascal. It's like I've said in the past there, anytime you catch a fish or get up close there and as they start slashing around, it's just like ringing a dinner bell to them alligators. That's what they go by vibration and noise, and they come running into it. I mean, I had that one right there, and I had one in the about 50 yards down beside me, and one about 20 yards just sitting out in the lake just staring at me, So they like this hot, humid weather. This is their ideal time of the year, and and their metabolism, like the fish, are going 100 mile an hour, so they're going to put on the old feed sack and get anything they can get. Again, I'm using my Falcon rod and my Shimano reel, and I'm using Power Pro 210, and I'm using about a 10-pound trilene leader on there, and that's pretty well it. I mean, I like to try to keep it a little bit the light line this time of year when I'm up there and I'm fishing, real slow because I want to get all the action I can get out of that worm. And yeah. I lost one fish this morning, and I'm not so sure he would even have made. He jumped a couple times and he got off. And that's the only one I've lost for a while. I'm using them crappie hooks, them gold crappie hooks, like I've showed you in the past. And for your drop shot, you don't lose them. I mean, they make boys and girls don't get caught up in all the hep about hooks and this and that. Just use your common sense. It's just like this new bait that's out now, space balls. I mean, just put a nail in it and put a hook through it and throw it out there and just fish it real slow. It's yeah, I've caught some fish on it, but I'm not completely sold on it yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's the greatest thing that ever came across the pike, but I haven't used it a lot yet. I've been still going back to my old trick worms. Yeah, I take the net and I beat the alligators back, and then I net my fish. See, they're all about that size right there, and that one there I caught on a spinner, and it come up and blew up out there, and I always have a spinner ready there in case I have one. I throwed it out there and hooked him pretty quick. But I've been using that Kevin Van Dam rubber baits. I think it's latex, and it's just, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough rubber, but I'm not completely sold on it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not completely sold on it. It's just, yeah, I just like the old type rubber that. But when I'm out in the grass, I like that latex because it holds on a little bit longer than the regular rubber. But for this right here, I'm not a big fan of it. The only other thing I think I could do, because it tears it off and it's hard to get it back on. It's just so springy, you might say. Is to take a little bit of super glue and put right at the head of my jig and screw it up on there. And I might try that. I don't know. But yeah, I usually have right here when I'm fishing like this. I'm just not getting much on a topwater bite this year so far. I don't know if the bait fish get a little bit bigger, they might start hitting it, but they're not really jumping on it right now for some reason. That takes me back out of my game plan, you might say, because I always started out about the first half hour, 45 minutes in the morning with a topwater bait in the river. And if I'm out on the grass, if I run out to the grass there, I always go with a Horticator or a Big Easy or something like that. But it's just, everything's different this year. I mean, like I catch them on rattle trap. I've never caught them on rattle trap for a good while. But see, I'm trying to put that bait back on that. That's got the spring on it. It's got the pin on the end of it where you shove it in there and you just kind of twist it up on there. Well, every time I twist it up, that spring just bounces back out of it. It's not it's not the best thing in the world, but if you get it on there, it'll hold on. But if it comes off, it just makes no difference. It's hard to keep it on that spring. Yeah, I just caught the one on it, but I did lose another one on it. I lost another one on that spring, but I don't know if I didn't set the hook hard enough or what. There was not one bit of wind this morning, and the humidity come up, and it just You can see I'm just barely moving that bait because it's tough conditions to fish right here, especially after you got the at 6 o'clock it's starting to get daylight, but after that, and you don't have no wind, no cover, no cloud cover, you just gotta be very, very, I don't know, it's finesse fishing. It's just you gotta be very patient and to work it real slow because them fish are not really, there's no current, there's no nothing, and they're just laying there. And I tell you, it seems like when a boat goes by and gives a little bit of movement in the water, it kind of helps too. But didn't get the kicker this morning, guys. Got to have that 6, 7, 8 pound kicker with 10 pounds of fish, 8, 10 pounds of fish, and just didn't happen. Oh well. I pick that net up and that alligator got that eyeballs on me, you know what I mean? See, they're all about the same size. 2 pounds. I fished out of my 48 John boat this morning, and it's just an easier boat to fish out of. It's just for one person. I can put a cooler in there. Look at that rascal back there. Tell me he ain't a Democrat. Look at there. But anyway, I put a cooler in there and just put some aerators on it, and it kept my fish alive. It done good keeping my fish alive. They were in good shape. Yeah, it was not fast and furious for me this morning, you might say. But like I said, there were several lemons caught, and most of them were anywhere from 8 to 10 pounds. They're kind of thinned down this time of year. They'll start fattening up as the season goes on a little bit. The fish will get looking like a football, and get a couple shad hatches, and we don't get a hurricane or a tropical storm to blow. In the some real heavy wind that the shad could have a good hatch. But yeah, they must be catching them in the grass because there were several five fish brought in, so which is a good thing. It's a good thing. I like to see everybody bring fish in. See that little bit of current or that little bit of waves right there, boat went by? That helps. I mean, when there's no wind and you get a bluebird sky, you get a little bit of, what it does, I think it brings the bait up off the bottom or kind of spreads them out a little bit and kind of activates the fish a little bit, you might say. Yeah, this is toughest of conditions right here to try to catch fish. There's no cover, no grass, no tree limbs, and you're just fishing open water. And I don't have no electronics, so I'm kind of fishing blind, and which it kind of hurts me a little bit. I miss my electronics out there to show me what's going on. But yeah, fish on, guys, fish on. Anywhere you can find some little bit of shell rock, a little bit of mussels out there, you might say, or shells, or you're going to catch a few fish because there's going to be bait fish on top on those mussels and shell rock. again, I'm using my drop shot, and I'm using 10-inch zoom worm June bug, and I'm hooking it wacky style, and I am working it. You can see I'm working it very slow, very slow. I'm not. There's sometimes if they're really active, you can really move that bait along good, but not today. I mean, everything is real slow. It's about 10 o'clock now. It's starting to really heat up pretty good, and the fishing gets really tough right now.